Well, good morning, Santa Clarita. Delgado here with you on this Thursday, September 18th, aka Little Friday, aka it's Thursday. But we just have to get through today, and then the weekend is ours. But I'm not alone here. I have a special guest with me in studio from loanDepot, your reverse mortgage specialist. We have Scott Hoolahan. Good morning, Scott.
Hey, good morning, Delgado. Good to see you, man.
Good. Thank you for coming in early. I know it's a little early. It's a little raining outside, but thank you for coming on in. And yes, you are from loanDepot, and a lot of people may have heard of loanDepot. I'm not sure what it is. Kind of heard it. Can you just
Yeah,
loanDepot in a nutshell?
yeah, absolutely. So loanDepot is one of the top 10 mortgage originator mortgage companies in the country, specializing in helping Americans realize the American dream, right? Become homeowners. So we specialize in just about every type of financial tool that'll help an individual become a homeowner, whether that's their first home or a second home, vacation home, investment properties, anything from 1 to 8 units. And, we've been in business now, I think a little over 15 years. And, I've been there now a little over 2 years and really loving it, man. It's an amazing group of people that are truly focused on the mission of helping people become homeowners.
Right. And how is that feeling of getting people in their homes? You mentioned their first homes, or their next home, or their last home that they're going to live in, forever. How's that feeling? Just letting them know that yes, this can happen.
You know what, man? You asking me that question just raised the hair on my arms, man, because it's just that I caught that enthusiasm and that bug, if you will, a little more than 30 years ago when I started in the mortgage business. And it's a job. Everybody's got to have a job, but mine is unique, to your point, where I'm a part of helping people put dream and aspirations to reality, right? Being a part of that, working with real estate professionals around the country, helping them take folks' dreams and make them a reality. And I'm a big part of that because, hey, without the money, most of us don't have the ability to just stroke a check and make those dreams come true. So it's a special place. It's a special opportunity. I take it really seriously.
Well, thank you that you do, because yes, we would love all just to say, here's a briefcase, let me have my home, please. But unfortunately, we all can't do that. So we do need the help of loanDepot and Scott Hoolahan, who we're talking to here from loanDepot. And you are actually the reverse mortgage specialist. Now, what does that entail?
So, I've mentioned I've been in the business a little over 30 years. And at this stage of my life and my career, I've found an opportunity and a real niche in the marketplace that really wasn't being serviced, particularly here in Santa Clarita. And really, it's an opportunity that exists around the country because we've got this group of people that a lot of us refer to as the baby boomers. That's my folks. And so what I've realized and what I've come to understand over the years is there's a huge opportunity to help seniors take advantage of the equity that they have in a home and age in place. I've been doing this a while now, and it's become a passion for me because I think there's a lot of misunderstandings out there. People say reverse mortgage, and you kind of go, oh, I don't know about it, no, not for me. And so it's really become my mission. One of the reasons I wanted to come hang out with you this morning at 7:15, and I have a plan of coming back and being a part of KHTS in a campaign to help raise awareness that I'm here. I want to be a resource to both my real estate professionals and my seniors. And that means really anybody uniquely in California, that product's available to 55 and older. As a standard, that product has been available to people only 62 and older. But California has a unique situation. We're special, right? And so because of the home values and the fact that it's possible that you might have a lot of equity in a home for whatever reason, be it an inheritance or what have you, and you're 55 and older. And now it's come to be an issue of income. And what we find is seniors who have been in a particular residence for a long time, they want to stay there. They're comfortable there, right? That's their community. That's where their friends are. I work with a lot of seniors who have been in their homes for 20, 30, 40 years, and moving at the later stage in life, it's really not even an option, right? And if they're forced to do it, here's the sad part of that, if family is not acutely, sensitively aware to the changes, physically that can have on a senior, right? If they've gone through a loss of maybe their partner, and now they're going to be forced to now leave that residence where they're comfortable, where they've been at home forever, and go to some other facility, only because money. That can have, we've seen that can have an effect on shortening their time on Earth.
It's detrimental to their health, their mental health. Just a new place at that stage in life. It turns out, again, it's unfortunate where it's not a great place to be, but by contacting you, you can help them, and that's why you are here with that focus, that senior focus, again, with a reverse mortgage specialist, Scott Hoolahan from loanDepot. How do they contact you, and what's the process of getting that loan, or what's the process to begin?
You know what? So the first thing I like to say, Doug, it's not for everyone, and it's a process. I think, thank you for asking that, because it's important to understand the reverse mortgage is not one of those, where you get on the phone and you ask a couple questions and, 20 minutes later we're done. It truly is an educational process. And so the best way to get a hold of me is go to my website. It's Scott, ScottHoolahan.com. I've got a couple other opportunities. You could go to ScottReverse.com. That'll get you to the same place. And look up loanDepot here in Valencia. We're over on Springfield Court. Find me there, and I'd be happy to answer the questions and walk seniors and their family members, heirs, or may be concerned about, okay, what happens, and I want everybody to be involved. It's total transparency, right? So getting a hold of me is the first step in the process, and let's figure out if it's even, and one of the things that I've come to understand, and a lot of people, my real estate professionals, I want to get the word out to those folks here in town, the reverse mortgage can be used to purchase the forever home. So, for example, if that senior is not in the right place for them to age out, right? Sometimes two-story homes, large homes that were,
right,
they bought to raise the family, 4 bedrooms, 2 stories. That's not going to be the forever home. That's not probably going to be the place they can age out comfortably and safely. So let's liquidate. I want to partner with the real estate professional that understands this, wants to help their seniors. A lot of their former clients are now in that place. Let's put our heads together. Let's put our resources together. Get them out of that home. We are so lucky in Santa Clarita. We've got some beautiful 55 and older communities. There's more coming. Those homes, single story with all the amenities, those just might be the perfect place for a senior to age out and age in place. And we can use equity from the sale of their departure residence to be able to buy that forever home with as little as 60% down, 50% down, and then have no mortgage. Well, then all that other money, they can use that however they need to, right? There's a lot of creative things they could do with that to help another family member. We talk about living inheritance. Everybody, instead of having your heirs, everybody's waiting for you to kick the bucket, right? So that they could get a piece of that inheritance. What I like to see is, hey, let's strategize around how you can help them now, right? Take some of that equity, whether that's your current residence or you're buying, and
So there's options out there. Again, it's not just to stay in your home. If it might not fit, again, you mentioned 2 stories that might not be the fit. It was for the fit for so many years, but now it's almost an empty house, and you have to move on to something that's just more suitable for you. And you can do that too, or purchase a new home. But to do that, you have to contact Scott just to see if it's going to work out. And again, how do they contact you?
You want to go to my website, easiest way, scottreverse.com. That'll then take you to my website, which is just my name spelled out, Scott, SCOTTHOOLAHAN.com. Find me at loanDepot here in Valencia, and I'll be ready to help.
Well, thank you for coming in, yes, this early in the rain. Thank you, no less. But thank you. I'm sure we'll be talking about soon here. Thank you for coming on in. And if you caught the tail end of that interview or missed it, you can watch it in its entirety by heading on over to facebook.com or youtube.com/KHTS Radio. Good morning, Santa Clarita. I'm Delgado. This is KHTS FM 98.1 and AM 1220 and hometownstation.com.